Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're going to run through the 4th anniversary tournament. This is going to be for the Pro Division front 9 holes. So take a look at this scorecard. Eagles all the way through 6, and then things started to unravel, especially on hole number 8. Don't even ask me what happened. It was an embarrassing playthrough on this account, but I did okay on my other account. So regardless, I got to be happy that I got a lot of drops here at the beginning because I definitely needed it, and we still have a solid round going for sure. All right, you know the drill. If you're not a subscriber, please help me out and become one. If you find this video helpful, please take a moment there to hit the like button and thumbs up the video. That does mean a lot for creators like myself, and it goes a long way. If you're interested in becoming a member of the channel and, not only help support me, but also help support animals, as I donate part of my membership fees that I collect, goes right towards, helping endangered species and helping some local animal clinics as well. So you can check that out in the description below. Regardless, let's go ahead and hop into hole number 1. Hole number 1, you're going to play it 20% at mid. And I thought about going, down the right-hand side as I normally do. But, like I said in my teaser video, I'm getting a lot of people who want me to play left. So I'm going to play left for you. And the reason that I don't like to normally play left is because it's really yardage dependent on the drive, meaning we could get caught in between clubs. And then I'm going to go old school with it, and I'm going to be taking a shot with the runner. The runner's how we used to play this hole when it first came out. So, that's what my notes were for from back in the day, so that's what I decided to stay with. So there's shot number 1. We do get enough yards on this to take the shot with the runner without getting caught in between clubs, but we are very close, so you do want to make sure that, you push that drive a little bit. So as you're going to see here, we're going to start off with 3 bars of side spin to the left. We're going to apply top spin until the ball guide line is, really good through the pin because of the headwind. And you can see there my set point is with my yellow ring almost on the rough line at the +2 yard mark. Now, I am playing this shot 5% at max, okay? 5% at max of my club. And I already broke it down with the Golf Clash Notebook app in the teaser video, so if you didn't see it, you can check it out. But all the numbers work out, 5%, and we sneak it into the hole there. All right, so that's a good start. And then we hop on to hole number 2. Hole number 2, I pick up a hole-in-one on both accounts. So what we're going to do here is try to find the funnel. I switched from a Kingmaker to a Katana because I didn't want the power with the tailwind. On the qualifying round on Pro, we came in just a little hot. We smacked the pin on one account, and then I tamed it down and got the hole-in-one on my other account. But you're going to see here that I'm going to apply 2 bars of left spin only. My set point is right here. This is my set point. I want part of my orange ring dipping into the sand. So a very little amount of my orange ring is dipping into the sand, as you can see there. And you can see like the hump of the ball guideline going over those bushes. All right, you see that? So it's over the bushes. And, the arch of that ball guide line is over the bushes and over that part of the rough right there. This is where we find the funnel. From here, it's a 20% pull at mid distance of our club. We do get a perfect ball. As you can see here, this thing's going to catch the funnel, and it's going to roll really nicely into the right-hand side of the cup. That's one account. Now I'll show you this account here. You can see that we got much stronger wind. I think we went from 5.4 to 6.7, but the spin adjustments stay the same, and the landing position stays the same, and the elevation stays the same. 20% at mid. I'm looking to get my orange ring just dipping barely into the sand with that arch of the ball guide line going over the bushes. 20% pull again at mid. So you can see here, this was a lot more rings to pull because of the higher wind. But regardless, we get the perfect ball. And again, we catch the funnel and we roll really nicely this time into the cup, and we roll it around, and we drop 2 hole-in-ones on hole number 2. Takes us into hole number 3. Now, I'm not going to lie, hole number 3 is a pain. You're going to see here that I was going to the Kingmaker like I normally do, but the headwind was kind of brutal, and I wanted to avoid using max topspin if I could. So here I went with 2 bars of side spin to the left, and the thing that I like about the Berserker is my ball guide line is fully developed onto the fairway. However, that is going to be very deceiving because of the secondary wind push. We need to use a little bit more overpower than I did, or more topspin, because you're going to see what happens with a perfect ball here. I hit the fairway, and then I clip the rough and roll out, which means I lost a lot of distance on this drive, which is going to make shot number 2 kind of a pain, because we are unfortunately getting more headwind. So I'm glad ultimately that I switched out to a Berserker, because you're going to see here I needed every bit of power to get to the green. Well, not even to the green, to the fairway. The only thing we can do in this situation is, try to be as precise as possible. And I'm not the most precise player in Golf Clash, but what I have to do here is I have to clip this rough to roll out onto the fairway or the green, because I'm using topspin. And worst case scenario, I miss the rough and I go fairway to fairway and I go flying past the green into the sand. So, with this shot here, I have to kind of see how many rings I pull into overpower and then try to apply that right here on my overpower shot. And if you don't know, what the needle looks like when you apply into overpower, there's some really good videos out there that can teach you. And it's something on my radar to do at some point when I have some free time. But regardless, I did make it. I did execute the shot. I feel that I was very lucky to, because, again, I don't consider myself, one of the best at precision, but that one just worked out for me. We know what to do here with the Embranger Max topspin. Really, at this point, we just need to hit perfect or even close to it, and this ball drops in dead center for the eagle. All right, so that's -6 through 3. Hole number 4. All right, so we need to check out hole number 4 here. So I started with 4.5 bars of backspin, and, I was trying to duplicate that odd ball guideline, remember, that we used in the qualifying round, and I was trying to duplicate the yardage mark. As you can see here, I bring it down to the +7 with the yellow ring right on the rough line there. But it just didn't look right. So I decided to apply half of a bar of left spin at the very end of this. So 4.5 back, half a bar of left, 20% elevation at mid-distance. And I'll be darned if it didn't work out just on the fly. Now, again, I'm going to consider myself lucky here, because watch this bounce. It hits the pin in the center and it rolls into the cup. Now, that's not going to happen every time, because we were coming in way too hot. We need to add more backspin to that shot, because I would hate to have you do the same set spin as me and, you go flying past the green into the rough, because this hole rolls really weird. So I do want you to keep that in mind. This is a very rare situation where I do pick up a hole-in-one with a perfect ball, but I am going to call it luck because of how hot we came in. I do believe you're going to need to apply more backspin than me, all right? Try this exact same shot if you want to, if you're feeling risky, but, just remember I told you beware on that one. Okay, now this is, where I get into hole number 5, and there's a reason why you're seeing my opponent's replay, because I want to give this person credit. If for some reason somebody on this clan watches me, this was a really cool shot by this person, and I stole the shot from them because it was not how I was going to play it. I was going to play it with my APOC and the katana and, just do the shot that I was doing in the qualifying round. But I noticed this person right here went ahead and did like a power shot with the rock, which I thought was pretty creative. So this is a full hook. And it was really nice. He even gave himself a well played, which I thought was funny. So, you know, either way, he almost drove the green. So now you're going to see my shot. And again, how lucky am I? I'm making some big errors today, but I've been up since 4:30, and that's when I worked on rookie. Then I just put in nearly a 9.5 hour shift at work, and here I am at almost 8 o'clock at night working on pro for you guys. So I didn't pack the right club. I didn't even have my APOC in a bag, and that's because I forgot that I switched clans, and I have less club bags now. But I did have a rock, so how lucky is that? So here's the set point. The white ring, I thought our opponent kind of put right there on the fairway line, but still in the rough. And then from here, it's just full overpower and then a full hook. And check this thing out, man. This is a really cool and a really fun shot. You know, I like doing these shots. Now, I caught more of a roll here. Maybe I used more topspin or whatever, you know, because I wasn't able to see the spin that he applied. I wasn't able to pay attention to all of it at once. But here on this account, so this is my second attempt at it, and this time I was more prepared. I was like, okay, I got my rock ready. I'm going to do the same shot. This is a level 8 rock instead of a maxed. But I just did the same set landing spot with the white ring right there on the fairway line. And then, of course, same thing, full OP, full hook. And this one clips the rough, but that side spin and that hook bails us out and gets us a really pretty shot here for hole number 5. And, you know, obviously this is just the easy shot again. You know what to do with the Embringer. Full top spin, put that bad boy through the hole, and let's go. So there we go. So we're minus 10 to start the first 5. So hole number 6, I got 10% elevation, then pushed the max. You know, this is a hole that I don't want to play around with. I had a Titan there because of the tailwind. I wasn't going to use the Kingmaker. Then I was like, you know what? Let's just forget it. Like, let's just go to a Berserker just in case we get hit with weird wind on shot number 2. Notice I didn't utilize a full top spin on my extra mile 9. I decided to go with 6 top spin and 2 bars to the left. Push the max. Pay attention to the overpower here. Half a ball of overpower. Now, I hit a great shot, so we have to account for that. When you hit a great ball, you lose distance on your drive. So maybe I was lucky that I hit a great ball because look how close I come. We need to be very, very careful with the amount of top spin and overpower that we use because we don't want to roll into the rough. But regardless, I did not roll into the rough. This leaves me with shot number 2. Here, I'm using 4 bars of top spin with a couple bars of side spin to the right. 10% elevation. I did not push the max. I wanted to take a controlled needle overpower shot, which I was able to do. And, you know, I'm going to take this all day long on this hole. It is the first time I've eagled this hole on pro in this tournament. So I'm happy about that. And we're a couple of green squares away from an albatross on a very difficult hole. So this started us off minus 12 through 6. Now, this is where things started to get a little dicey. Okay, hole number 7. Now, I use a navigator just like we did in qualifying. But I want you to look at the spin adjustment, okay? So 3 bars of backspin, and then I didn't like the way that the ball guideline was short of the pin. So I changed this thing to 2 bars of backspin with 1 bar of left. Blue ring on the fringe line, or on the rough line. Notice my ball guideline going to the hole, and I'm favoring the right side of the pin just barely. Now I am playing this shot, as you saw in the graphic, 30% at mid. 30% at mid. So you can see that was a very big ring pull for only 6.5 mile per hour wind. Perfect ball, and I'll be darned if we were not right on track. It's just too hot. Look at this. We're going to hop in the hole and out of the hole. So we need to slow the ball down with an extra half a bar of backspin. 2.5 back, 1 right. Use that same setup that I did, and boy, you're going to be really close to a hole-in-one on a tough wind angle, in my opinion, for this hole. Hole number 8, I mean, you know, I screwed this up royally on my other account, costing me a -16. But this is a good replay of my other pro account to learn from. Titan ball is good in this scenario because remember this green or this fairway runs fast. Notice here I put my extra mile on the +2 yard mark. I just backed this shot up because I do want to take shot number 2 with my sniper, which is something that we learned in the qualifying round. Hit a great ball to the right or to the left, but no harm, no foul. We land on the fairway. Brings me to shot number 2. Shot number 2, I want you to play -5% at mid, and I want you to change the spin a little bit. The backspin is perfect. So notice here what we do. Let me make sure that I don't, yeah, okay. All right, so the backspin is perfect. Let's call that 2.7 bars of back, 2.8. Look at the side spin. 1 bar of right side spin. Notice here my yellow ring is up on the fairway line. Ball guide line going through the hole significantly. It's going to be very important because of the headwind, okay? Now I pull this, and like I said, the -5% at mid, and we almost sneak it. Let's take half of a bar of right side spin off. So 2.7, 2.8 back, 1/2 a bar of right with the same setup, -5% at mid, and you all should be really close to dropping that shot. All right, brings on the hole number 9. Again, I hope you find this helpful. If you do find it helpful, come on, just take a millisecond there to hit the thumbs up button and become a subscriber if you're not one already. We're going back to the rock. We're going back to the horizon. 10% on the drive at mid distance of our club. No overpower. Significant curl to the left. Almost max curl, but not quite. The thing that we don't want to do is use max curl because we could clip the rough. Right there. So if I would have applied more curl, we'd have definitely clipped the rough and rolled out. How do I know, you ask? Because I did it on my other account, but it was okay. Both shots were still lined up this way to try to get us a bounce over shot for an alba. Now, on the bounce over shot, I do play it at no elevation. If you're going to take the rough bump, you're going to want to probably play it 10 to 20% at max. But in order to play the rough bump, you do have to get more distance on your drive. So you would have to push the drive a little harder, which I didn't do. I wanted to play it safe. This is the account that I had the meltdown on hole 8, so I wanted to make sure that I absolutely picked up the eagle on hole 9 to make sure I get the -15 because my brackets are crazy. And we come in just a little too hot, and we hit the pin. It was dead center, everybody. It was dead center. And then, you know, my opponent gave me the crying emoji. Anyways, there it is. That's front 9 done. I'm going to get to working on the back 9. It's going to come out maybe tonight or very early tomorrow. But I've been up and at this all day today. Best of luck, everybody. Thank you.